like to call the rec department meeting on August 10th at 6:38 p.m. We'll start with members present. We'll work from Mary to Cindy.
Mary Anastasia.
John Regan.
David Broll.
Michael Crouch.
Cindy Courier, COA Liaison.
Excellent. And has everyone got a chance to review, I look at July 7th rec committee minutes?
Yes.
Yes? I make a motion to accept the previous minutes.
I
And
second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, done. Correspondence?
We received a invite from Newbury Town Library to Newbury Town Library's 100th anniversary.
Okay,
That's one correspondence.
all right,
And then-
excellent.
That's the fun one. You can do the ones that are online.
I think we got a section for field requests, don't we? I just realized when I started doing this that there's an entire section for that.
So that's the only correspondence.
Excellent, excellent. Bills and claims?
Bills, we have just Mellow, and that was a Mellow with an extra pickup.
How much?
$252.75.
What was that for pickup?
I don't know, it was actually, it was for July 1st, but this was sometime in June for $53 extra pickup.
I think we're all set with Town Day, right?
Yeah.
It'll be empty before.
Yeah, they come
Yeah.
every Wednesday, so it'll be picked up,
I've
or
got to
Thursday
kind of
rather.
figure out that there's a lock on there. I've got to figure out how to get the lock open.
I think that Mello, all right, I'm not sure, I went through this once already before. I think Mello has a key, but maybe Newbury, that maybe the DPW might. So
Yeah.
you might, if you.
I saw, like 5 weeks ago, there was a key in the kitchen for the dumpster.
Okay, so maybe,
And I'm just hoping it's still there, but that's another thing on my list of things to worry about.
yeah, and if you don't, then
They do think they're gonna have trash.
Annette, I would assume so. I would
Yeah.
assume that
We
Annette
can
probably
just-
knows where.
We can just call Kathy at Mellon
And have her.
and just have her
empty
come
it.
pick it up.
Okay, excellent.
Last time we talked about the sprinkler heads.
Yep,
There's a copy of that bill, you signed off on it, but
Yeah.
John, you had questions about it, I just wanted to call that out. That was added as an encumbrance to last year's,
Have we
What
ever
does
paid
that
that-
do?
Have we ever paid something like that before?
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, every year.
Okay.
It's a
They
different,
can blow
it's
out the lines,
it's a
or-
different group. I forgot the guy's name, but
Yeah.
there was a.
So on our Google Docs, I have something like this, Sean, that I've been doing.
Yep.
That kind of tells you this is the allocation, this is this.
Yeah.
And it's available, and I just updated it for this year, so next time I'll print it out and share it with everyone.
Some cake, 2,700.
What is a fitting sprinkler? And sprinklers. Oh, so did we just get that added in?
That came at the end of June,
So,
so that was part of
yeah, so,
last year's encumbrance.
so from what I understand, there's always a startup and then a closing to the sprinkler system. They blow out.
Okay.
What they do is they start it up, they fill up the system, and when they fill up the system, they find that a head froze or broke, and they have to repair those heads.
Okay,
So
that's
that's usually what they, that the extra money is. This is probably like a line item that says, okay, it's the opening of the sprinkler system, and this is the repairs that probably had to be made on the field.
Okay.
That's why it's 2,735.
Yeah, cool.
And in the fall, there'll also be a closing where they'll blow out the lines. We'll get probably a bill for $875 unless they just do one. But I assume that there's probably two bills a year.
I did kind of go through a process with that, with DPW. Like, we don't know where the sprinkler lines are, we don't know where the trunks are, I mean, you can see where the heads are.
Yeah.
And I did ask the question, is there some kind of service that, can we just have this once and for all, here's what the lines are?
I think there is a way they do that.
And they
it
weren't
has to-
interested.
Yeah, it's, you have to deal with the sprinkler company, and then they put like soundings or something on it, and they have a machine that they can figure
Yeah,
out where it goes.
the way, but what I had seen is put a wire through and it
Yeah.
just picks up, the radar picks up the wire,
Yeah.
and this is where the line is.
Yeah,
But I think we're all okay with no stakes on the field.
Yes.
yeah, yeah, if it works.
But this was a massive effort.
The other bill encumbrance was for the physical address on the sign,
Yeah.
the 81.
Yes.
So that got into last
Last year.
year's budget.
What was that? What's the number on that?
I don't have that off the top of my head. It's like 270, I think.
Oh.
It wasn't,
The full sign was 990, and just the physical address was like 2 something. It's both sides.
It's
but-
cheaper than
Yeah.
the original.
The original one was
It's a couple thousand.
$900, right?
$900.
No, the original one, like the original one
Yeah.
that we had redone.
Yeah.
The original one that's been sitting around for 4 or 5 years, that one was in the thousands, like a couple thousand, as I remember. But I could be wrong, because I didn't get old. Application for fields, court, field house, other.
Got Rush's, applications in, no conflicts. We already talked about Triton Youth Soccer last time, and they're not conflicting, so they're all good. I did get a one-off request from the Newbury Elementary PTA, looking to host a cornhole tournament there. As they will be doing they will be charging a little bit of money for that to not only fundraise but pay for giveaway drinks and non-alcoholic stuff. Goal is to just rent a field and have like an hour and a half, 2 hours of cornhole, where it's student and guardian teams.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a date for it, or?
There is, and that date is the 26th of September from 4 to 6.
That's a Saturday, right?
I'm looking now.
Should be a Saturday.
The 26th from 4 to 6. We might have a small conflict. Youth soccer has the fields until 4:30, depending on the fields, but I will look at that.
So what we could do is just tell TYS, Triton Youth Soccer, that they have to end at 3:30, and then I think that will give enough time for.
I'm looking at this and I'm not, it's looking like 5A, 5B, 1, 3, and 2. 1, 5A, 5B, 4, 1, 3, 2. Depending on the times. They end at 4:30 on 3. We could talk about that, like I'm okay with that, but they got there 2 months ago, and they're regular. I think generally we can work this out.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, there's space.
The other side of the parking lot too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of green
Absolutely.
space over there.
so like I think that's a totally legitimate like option for them.
Yeah.
And if
Um,
not,
By the road,
there's
so
the,
there'd be exposure, like
Yeah.
people might pull in.
Yeah,
And we've got 2 we can contribute to cornhole.
we have 2.
Yeah,
Okay. Are they under the field house now?
they're in the garage.
Okay. So how about I propose that I am just going to I'll review their times. If there's no conflicts, I'll just approve it.
yep.
If there is a conflict, we can talk about it next time,
All right,
because there'll still be time.
I second that motion. Any discussion on that? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right. Before we go too much further, should we approve Rush's application with the caveat of they have to have their paperwork in and insurance stuff? I make a motion to approve Rush as long as they have all the appropriate paperwork done for the fall season.
Check.
And a check, yeah.
And a check.
And a check. A second on that?
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, done.
I will send out reminders to Rush and
Two ways.
TYS about Have CYSA paid for this coming fall?
I have not seen it yet.
Okay. Just a reminder that I need all that information before they start up.
Confirm protocols and expectations on concessions area and food trucks. Add reservation to portal. I don't know anything about that. I mean, I know,
We
but-
discussed adding a food truck option to the portal now that the coffee people are doing their thing
Yep.
and the pizza people are doing
Yep.
their thing. It's the parking lot, it's big.
Yep.
All of that has to go through select board anyways, so my general suggestion is don't do anything about it on our end.
Yeah, yeah. Unless it gets to the point where, you know, it
This
becomes a traffic
huge-
jam.
Yeah, this huge.
I mean, there's been, like,
conference.
I've heard requests from, the community, like, you guys should actively try to do a food truck night. Help raise money, but also like, it's a good community event. Or like, try to do like Thursdays and like, so that's something to think about if we want to do that in the future. I understand, like, it's not a small amount of work to accomplish, so, but advertising that Thursday evenings, Wednesday evenings could be it's open, just make sure you pay your sales tax off of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then advertising the community, keep an eye out for Wednesdays in this area. But we can talk about that at another time.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Right.
That's part of my tents on the field addendum to the field rules.
Yeah,
Well, no, you know, cause some of this stuff is like, well, why does the building inspector have to know what the fire rating of the tent is that's going over the stage? And I'm like, you can't argue with that.
No.
Cause if there's a fire, God forbid, you know, or if the electrical plug sparks or, you know, what have you, and it's almost like, I think it's in our best interest to have all that kind of thing laid out. And if the rules for having a food truck in the parking lot say you must, you know, do your food prep in a sandy kitchen or, you know, whatever. I think the more stuff we put out there, the better, and as long as it's there, then you can anticipate it. I mean, the thing with the building inspector, with the tents came up like a week ago.
mm-hmm.
And it's been this scramble since, like, all right, well, we need fire ratings, we need, you know, we need a fire extinguisher, blah, 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 blah.
Is that on us?
I don't think it's on us at
I'm
all.
hesitant to document
Well-
anything other than the fact that they need to pass health and fire and police safety.
So who's the
things.
gatekeeper, I guess is the point, like, if
Should be the
it's,
select board.
if it's the select board, then our rules should say you should go to the select board. And, but with the beer truck specifically, the select board kicked it back to us, and that became another thing last minute. It's like, we've gotta get this thing in before the next select board meeting, cause
Why
they
is
have to
the beer
approve it.
truck on us?
The beer truck was on, it got kicked back to us from the select board.
Is that just for an
It
approval
was just for
perspective?
general approval.
It was just a general, yeah,
Right,
it's okay
so
to
the-
have a beer truck.
So we're not a gatekeeper, we're like the first hurdle, but you're right, these two things.
Yeah, well, that's, and,
These two things should be combined into one.
yes,
And,
and I'm suggesting that we, now
and
that we,
there'll be many
because
suggestions.
you know, I had a nightmare the other night, like, what if they wanna have fireworks at Newbury Town Day next year? Like, all right, so what do we do with that? You know, ground fireworks, on the field, off the field,
But-
fire detail, no fire detail.
But they haven't, so.
Well,
They may.
and I don't wanna give anybody any ideas, but, you know, along the same lines is, let's have rides. And I'm like, oh boy, you know, that's,
So we're in the, what's it?
It's at
Crawl,
the
walk,
Byfield days.
run?
yes.
Crawl, walk, run, so we're
Middleton
crawling.
does that,
Byfield Days used
And
to have.
Chief Will's Day.
Chief Will's Day absolutely came up, that's what
that's what you're thinking.
she said, my wife said, Chief Will's Day, oh,
They
yeah,
do
they
rides,
have
they have
rides.
fireworks.
They have rides and fireworks, and I went, and that night, like 3 o'clock in the morning, I came up out of bed like this, and I was like, oh my God, what if we wanna have rides and fireworks?
It's
Uh,
huge.
It is.
Byfield Days used to have, they had it was great. They had either a pickup truck or a tractor drag a big trailer with kids on the
I
back
don't like this story.
through around town. And my favorite one
Well, you
was.
do that in Middleton with Halloween, now stop it, don't make fun.
And then
Okay, that's like a hayride.
It is.
well, it's sort of
I think that's
it was sort of a hayride.
You're
And then-
dragging them though,
and
that
then-
just
and then-
sounds.
and the
Like
best-
on a hay skid
The best-
or on a trailer?
It was a trailer, the kids were on it, but it was like, you see the kids bouncing around. But the best part was, and God bless them, they had the blind husband ride or something like that. They had like a golf cart, and what they would do is people would line up left and right, and the wife would stand by, and they'd blindfold the husband, and he'd have to drive this course, and whoever could drive it the fastest. Byfield Days was absolutely
I think
wonderful.
I'm moving to Middleton.
It was absolutely wonderful.
I lived in Middleton, actually.
All right, so we should do that. We should, next meeting,
I like the food truck thing,
yeah.
food truck night. So
So-
Middleton also has a,
They do, and that's turned into like a real, that's a real business venture.
yeah, so people, they're parked there all the time.
It's by,
Yeah,
it's by an
there's-
elementary school.
There's electricity and everything else that we involved in it too,
Yes.
so,
Restrooms,
yeah. So,
That was the nightmare I had, was the electricity.
yeah. They bring their own, generators, so.
Right.
Generator's gotta be certified by the electrical inspector and the fire department.
but that's part of that
Which has to be
town-
done by health
that
inspection.
property use form that they submit to
Correct.
the select board, so.
Yeah.
Well, maybe at some point in time, we just talk to Tracy about it too, because I don't mind being, it's our field. If you wanna come to our field, this is what you gotta do, and if it says step one, go to the select board, I think I'm comfortable with that,
I think so when they come here.
They come here to make sure that it's
If
available.
the field's available, there's no conflict.
then it goes right
But if
to-
we do like a Wednesday night or Thursday night food truck night, which would be real cool.
Like ongoing.
Yeah.
But even the car show that came up as a conflict in the last couple of weeks is the tents were gonna go in on Friday for Newbury Town Day, and they were upset, the car show was upset because they're gonna kick up dust and it's gonna dirty all the cars, and I was like,
Well,
things you don't think of, it's legit,
Yeah.
but if I knew in February, I'd feel a lot better about it, and they've got 6 or 7 food trucks coming to Newbury Town Day, which is great,
In beer.
that's even better.
I know.
And it's like, well, we gotta build a corral, here's the parameters, and if you wanna, if you've got an idea you want to have fireworks, then, here's the thing.
No,
So-
no fireworks. No fireworks.
No blind husband,
no blind
Golf
driving
cart.
contest.
no golf.
I forgot the name of it, it was
No
great.
golf
I
cart.
could probably figure it out. There's probably videos of it somewhere. You could probably find it on YouTube
Did you
somewhere.
enter?
That would be a negative. That would be a negative. I had the pancake breakfast and I smiled a lot. I didn't know the Byfield chant at that time, so I really couldn't
Participate.
participate until I figured out what it was. You can remember. I had it tattooed on my back after that. Old business.
Don't go to Anton's Cleaners and see her from Byfield, because she, Byfield, we. You did see that,
Yeah.
Updates on old business. This is like a recurring. Pickleball is going on now, correct, John?
What's that?
Pickleball's going on, or is it Cindy?
Pickleball is going on, the COA is ending at the end of August.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
So from there, I don't know if you guys are adding.
They'll pick up the extra days, yeah.
Okay, all right.
That's a machine that's,
All I'm doing is pushing people to the Stack Team app.
yeah.
To find out when
Yeah, that's the right
brackets.
thing to do. I've only gone a couple of times this year so far, and both times there were like 20 people there, so it's
We're small numbers right now with the
lessons.
lessons. So we're considering whether or not we wanna do that again next year. We'll see, we'll revisit it.
I did talk to Sanjay the other day about it, and I would I would recommend, if you haven't got that many for the next session, then maybe.
We're in the next session right now.
Okay.
Like, this is the last session.
This is the last
August.
one, okay,
August is the
all right.
last session.
And how many did you get? Like 3 or 4?
I didn't, it's tomorrow, so
Oh, okay.
I don't know what he had last week.
He was concerned about the end of year party and, because that was kind of a nice thing.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do that this year, because I don't think there was really enough
There's not enough.
people to.
But I think if somehow we modify it to get into the bigger group, like he's involved with the bigger group somehow.
But they don't need his instruction.
Well, sure they do.
Then why aren't they coming to the classes?
They're not going to beginner class, they need women to
Then maybe we change it up to an intermediate
do.
instruction.
Well,
Is
or
that-
maybe next year you do beginner, then an intermediate, then a beginner again or something, because I think he's good. You know, it seems like people like him, and
They do, yeah.
I think it's a good program for you. Numbers wise, you know, if we get
Yeah, I mean-
24 people on a Thursday, that's good stuff.
But that's the open play for anybody. and
Yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of them are
yeah,
already
yeah.
capable players, so
We get all what to worry about.
we do. But that's what that is.
Okay. Shading for the court, can you, there was a tent that was destroyed by the wind, is that
Yeah, I've
correct?
heard overnight, like it went up and came down,
Okay.
so those are done. I think they did both of them, I don't know.
There
I
seem to
had
be
to-
2 of them in the garage. They just got hauled into the garage.
Oh, I had told them if they're busted to,
I haven't been over there
I'll talk
since
to
that,
it. I'll talk to
since
it
like the
then.
day after, so I don't know, because we pulled the paint wall out the next day,
okay.
and it went to the library, which was nice.
So that's obviously not an option anymore. It needs to be a permanent, hardy structure that's gonna,
Yeah, I saw some,
because everything else that we've done umbrellas, we've done the
Yeah.
small canopies now, those bigger canopies, it's
no, it's
just
gotta be a sail, shade sail, something large, and then
Well-
attached.
to something
I
really
think we know
sturdy.
exactly what we want. You know, it should be some kind of, the leg, the base, should be along the grass, reaching out over the picnic tables. And I think the sail has to be able to go up and come down without,
Yeah,
easily, you know, not easily so someone can take it down, but easily so someone like a senior could go up and just unhook something and put it in if the weather's gonna be bad, or if it's,
I think it'd be like a DPW thing.
I feel like it would be DPW.
Yeah,
So
I
I
think
know
we've
the
been
ones
look-
in Middleton behind the school,
yeah,
they're up all summer.
Yeah,
yeah. And it's a
And then in
sail.
the fall,
But
it's
it's
like
like-
the
but
pole in
like-
the middle and then, yeah, like.
But like Dave said, they're telephone poles, it's not, you know, something
It's
that's,
solid,
that's,
yeah.
yeah.
It's
yeah.
solid.
It-
I
And
sent over something,
Yes,
is that
and
what?
I like that, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
like
so
that too.
pick out something with the dimensions and see if they offer it and let's get a price on what it is.
Okay,
I kinda looked at, you know, it's the same thing, it's a Florida company that probably has no dealers up here, so you buy it and James would have to put it in probably.
yeah, what we need is once we
No,
have.
I
Yeah.
called them.
Yeah,
The
They were-
Florida number will give you a Massachusetts.
oh, good,
number.
okay,
However, then the Massachusetts person wants to know, what one do you want?
Yeah.
What dimensions do you
oh,
want?
okay, all right.
And we've
All right.
not moved
If you
much
call them,
past that.
then, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what,
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys
So
need.
who's handling this? Because we've been talking
I'm
about
gonna
it
give,
for
I'm gonna give
months.
Mary the dimensions, and next meeting we'll have,
If you give me the dimensions and tell me which one you want.
Yeah, because you guys know what
I
we
will
need for
get-
shade. 'cause
I
you're up
will
early.
find out which one.
Cause the ones that I saw from Mary covered like the whole basketball court.
Yes,
which
they're the real deal.
Yeah,
Air
and,
quotes, let's shoot high, let's see what we get, and
Yeah.
let's see what a price is.
yeah, we gotta get a price.
okay.
Because right now, we just don't know when we're saying, oh, we want all this
Well,
wonderful
I think
things,
the,
but
yeah, I think the
need to
bottom
know.
line is if we have a dimensions to start off, like what we like if you guys have this amount of, like a space that's about, I don't know, the size of this room or half the size, I don't know what you guys are looking for, but if we know that, then we can.
You're
make
not
it-
looking to shade the entire
No.
court, right? You're
No.
looking to
The-
shade
that
the
little
picnic
area-
table.
The
Right.
picnic tables,
Okay.
it's.
So that when
it's-
people are not
it's like
playing, they
8
can
by
sit in the
20.
shade.
So it's something real small.
Yeah.
It's real small.
Although if it's big, it's gonna be like $100,000, so,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
All
No, I
right,
think
so-
those shades are, I think
just
the sh-
enough to cover
I think the
the-
shades are just there.
it's to give a break to people.
Well,
And they don't
I
have to
think
go up to
the ones that Mary had, you know, it was like a cement pole with a,
Like a overreach
yeah,
almost.
and that was holding, you know, these, say 10 by 10 panels. I think your basic, let's just put 4 telephone poles in, despite the fact that you've got a telephone pole 2 feet off of the basketball court, which I think I'd have a problem with, someone's gonna run into it. But, and just click, click,
Yeah.
click, click, and you got 4
I
triangles.
wonder if you can ask them to come out and
They gotta have a
look
salesperson.
at, yeah, and look at it and say, oh,
Even
this would be the
pictures.
So
great.
they'll do that, but I need to give them
Right.
something to
Yeah,
All right.
okay.
work on.
You and I,
Yeah,
subcommittee.
all right, subcommittee on that. All right,
And I don't think I wanna do that for the playground.
not
I
yet.
think I'd rather do trees.
Okay, well, if it works out, like if this thing works out and it's fairly
Oh,
inexpensive.
to
then
me,
we should plan B.
you put them all over the field, sure, you put a bench in, put a thing over it, sure. If we're gonna take them up and take them down, I think pickleball could do that. You know,
Okay.
if it was easy enough to do, like take it down. But if it's permanent, like for the summer, like Middleton, then
It should
DPW does
be
it, Sue work
permanent.
orders, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's just opinion. We could get to
Well,
the,
from
The
a
post
liability
needs to be
standpoint.
permanent.
Yeah,
The
you need the
shade
post
needs to-
up and the
Yeah.
canvas thing comes off.
But that, you know, that's why I think something like this, because it's not near the court. You don't want someone running off the court into the post, even though there's a post there holding the basketball hoop up, but.
Yeah, I
We haven't had
can't,
that
Don't need to
actually.
add any more
yeah, I can't
obstacles.
imagine
The-
that
and
where you guys have
That's
needed
been on my
the-
list of
the
things we need to
shade.
buy pads for those, but.
Next meeting, we'll get pads for that. All right. You two are gonna work on shading size and we'll make that happen. From what I understand, financial updates, everyone is paid up to date prior to this season, correct? Is there still like $60 a,
$60, Triton, no, Ipswich, Triton Youth Football. $60,
really?
yes.
Did they play last year or is this a
No,
while
this
ago?
was
Not
from
years.
2022, 3,
Cool.
or 24?
So you're
24.
still after them?
Yes, I am.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
I was told that a check was gonna be cut the week of the 28th, and so figured
Oh, it could be
last
sick.
week, this week.
It
No,
could be sick.
it's not. I was down there today. That's when I got the
Library.
invite to the library, so no,
Oh,
it's
okay.
not.
All right.
The
So-
library anniversary?
Yeah, I just showed you that.
I saw
Okay.
that.
So I just sent off an email to see where
Where to,
where it
$2
is.
Okay.
So I'll continue to,
Good movie.
great movie,
She brought it up.
yeah. And I'll continue until I get my $60.
I do that all the
Because I
time.
want
Okay.
my $60.
$2.
So,
Newbury Town Day.
oh, I do have one other thing.
Oh, go ahead.
We have the 2 additional line items, one for the part-time person and one for the expenses not related to the field. So that 10K,
Okay.
we have a line item for that. So the bocce balls
Yes,
would
I ordered those.
come in.
They're downstairs, so if someone wants to take them, I don't know who's gonna, they're downstairs?
So when that bill comes in, it'll go against this.
$10,000.
Excellent.
Yeah,
I
And-
think
No,
that's-
they're both $60.
And probably the same thing with, we'll look into pads for the,
correct,
For the
pads for
hoops.
the,
yeah, find out what the cost of those
yes,
are.
so that'll
Go
go
on there.
towards this 10K, so it'll.
Pads for the what?
Basketball,
The
basketball
pole.
poles.
Oh, okay.
It's just a wrap around the other,
I don't need to pick
I
one
don't know
up.
the last time you've been in a
Hurting
garage.
themselves?
It's been a long time.
Getting aggressive.
But
Yeah.
I did
The
last
door's got a lot of rod on it, and there was actually a fence pole that was broken. I told Annette about the fence pole, she said she was gonna order it, but I don't know how that comes back around to us. One of the fence posts is broken.
How'd that happen?
somebody had said.
Stop, can we go back to the basketball pools?
Yes.
Basketball.
Is that,
We're talking about it next time, is what you said.
talking about it next time?
I
Yeah,
gotta figure it out.
Hang on.
yeah, because we don't know what.
I've looked at it
I'm
before, I
getting rid
just
of it.
don't know, because you want something that would be probably
I'd leave it
sit
off.
out there for 12
Mhm.
months.
I'd leave it off.
Yeah.
I'm looking at right here, 6 foot high, $137, 64 inches, $107, $293 for one that's 6 foot.
That's a pole wrap?
Yeah, pole wrap.
Basketball pole.
How about one that's branded, that's got like our names on it?
Probably do that. Safety pole from Willie Goat, 137. So we're looking at probably 300 per pole to be safe, if we wanna do that now, and there are 6 poles, correct?
6. I'm not even sure I'd be crazy about
Why
doing
don't we do
sidewalks,
this,
yeah.
this will be, this is your homework too.
Okay,
You'll,
All right.
you'll figure
Mary
out how
has
many we
something.
need, and we'll figure it out, and then next week
We'll
we'll,
do the procurement, so.
Okay, yeah, we should probably get it in, since we have that money.
I'm not,
Unless the Council of Aging is doing something out there and they can pay for it out of their money.
I have a limited budget, sir.
All right,
we'll pick up the pickleballs next year.
Thank you. I have a whole other bucket of those, if you're getting low.
At the office?
I have them downstairs.
all right. So we're good?
Mhm,
On
that
your
was
end?
the only other thing I wanted to mention, yeah.
Okay, Newbury Town Day, John is gonna take care of everything with that, correct?
Yes. I really do enjoy.
I know that. I wouldn't even-
They're a lot of fun and they're super, very energetic people.
Okay.
And it's almost like, and I'm like the wet rag, it's like, you can't do that. What are you talking about? Like fireworks, wah, wah, wah?
You're the voice of reason.
I am the voice, I'm trying to be the voice of reason, it's like, no, there's no way we're gonna put any stake in the ground ever. And we go up there, we walk around and we measure and, there's a new,
Their advertising this year is great. Like the
Well,
signs,
it really
the
is.
signs?
that's,
Yeah.
are you involved in baseball now?
No.
You kinda were leaning that way, did I see?
Yeah, I mean, I
You got someone involved?
my kids play baseball,
Good, okay.
and I know almost all the board very well.
Because there's a new woman on the cultural council, she'll be at the meeting tomorrow, and she's the one that did the logo for me, and she's like all about fundraising and logos, and she's
Yeah, their
very
website,
enthusiastic.
Facebook,
It's very,
present, social media, even the little signs around town, excellent.
Yeah,
well, even that, they had a little beef, it was like, the car show had a webpage, and it says like something with cultural council, and it was like, oh, we didn't sponsor that. Stay out of their way, they go with it, it's can do,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm can do.
I am sending a note to DPW right now about having the bathrooms open until 9 o'clock on Thursday.
Thursday or
Friday, sorry, that's the 14th, correct?
the
Yes.
car show?
I think the town date is supposed to be done by 7.
Usually he's talking about the car show on
Seven.
Friday.
Yeah. I'll go over Friday too, by the way, I don't know about you.
I'll be there too.
You want me to call Tony, you said?
Yeah, absolutely, because he needed some reassurance.
Yeah, all right, I'll be there.
That's what I got from that.
Yes, absolutely.
That he
would
just
like-
wanted, he wanted
would like a
to,
touch base just to make
Yeah.
certain that
and
everything's good.
I think he was also concerned about the soccer groups showing up and taking up 10, 12 spaces, and totally understandable.
Are the soccer groups there?
They're there tonight, so I think what his concern is that
They-
somebody would be there and their cars would be
Yep.
there when
Yeah,
they
they-
the show.
There's times that there's no one supposed to be on the field, and there's a group there. Or-
I saw that
Yeah.
message.
Yeah, so that's the only reason I.
Right, so it's not that there's something planned.
No, it's nothing,
Well, if the cars are
I mean,
there, then the people are there, so we could just.
Rush has it,
ask
depending
them.
on the day, Rush has it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Through the summer.
So as
As
far
far
as
as I know, that back gate
Hmm?
That gate must be.
Well, hopefully, I mean, that sign too has been up about the car show,
Yeah.
so hopefully people will be like,
I
oh,
gotta
there's
check that
a
this
car
week.
show,
Yeah,
we can't be here.
it's just really the Friday, just in
Right.
case there's an ad hoc
Sure,
something. It's like that, you can do it maybe last Friday, not this Friday.
right.
Just that reiteration.
All right,
Is the weather
so-
looking good for town day?
I think
I
so.
haven't even looked. Make sure people show up for pickleball too.
Are you doing
All right,
pickleball in town?
that's been sent.
I put it out there a long time ago, I haven't followed up to see if anybody's coming. I'll be there. I'm kinda silly running back and forth, trying to get the ball back to myself.
Under new business, we have
Mary will show up.
I'll show up.
review, discuss, and
I'll
vote
teach you in 10
on
minutes.
updated guidelines and pricing documentation.
So I've circulated up the combination of those two documents.
Yep.
I'm visual.
We have you all taken a look, any
I have
comments
not.
on any of it?
I have not.
I have not read,
Actually, I found my old email that responded with like line by line, so I think I've done my due diligence. I need to go back.
Yeah, go back, because you also are talking about like adding stuff in for
Yeah.
fire and tents and stuff like that, so.
Well, no,
Food truck.
yeah.
Yeah, so,
I
I
think
will-
that should be a 2026, 27 goal of the committee. Let's just get that.
get this done and then make additions
Yeah,
later?
yeah.
Alright.
I mean, there's four of us. We all
Mhm.
aren't afraid of working, so.
Yeah.
And
Do
you
you
and
have-
Mary had spent
Dave, do you
a
know where
lot
it
of
is?
time on the
I
pricing.
am now looking for it.
we got the pricing done.
Yeah. And it got,
Um,
I actually did not get approved by the select board yet.
It did.
I think it's getting aboard tomorrow. Somehow I
I
went.
thought it got approved a couple weeks
I
ago.
think it got
I'm
approved.
sorry, yeah.
The new terms got pushed off because they canceled the meeting. That's tomorrow night. Are you going tomorrow night?
I am definitely not going tomorrow night.
Okay, I'm going.
I definitely can't,
I'm definitely going,
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool, thank you, John.
yes.
Thank you.
So, Mike, when did you send that out?
I'll send it again.
Please, I'm sorry about that, I'm just.
No
And it's just on Google Docs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys have to become a little bit more familiar with Google Docs.
I understand you can
Just a
change
little
stuff in process.
Yes.
All right. Anything else? Oh, yeah, so what
So
was
do
the
you
other?
need to handle this? Cause you're not voting, cause it's off the agenda.
We're not voting, we'll push it to.
So you're gonna table it?
Yeah, table.
Yeah.
And then, new business, update old business, new business, price and documentation. We'll go back to correspondence, and I'll sort of sneak this in correspondence. Cindy and I had a meeting last week,
You maybe
2
it
weeks
was
ago?
last.
I don't know
Might
what it
last
was.
week.
Yeah, with one of these, she might have better way of explaining it, but basically it's through Tracy, had already been approached by this group, and I think it's in sort of, it's a private group, but in cooperation with Blue Cross Blue Shield and some other things. It's an athletic structure that has all sorts of things. You can do lift-ups, pull-ups, and you scan something, and then on the other side, there's a possibility of having like another, it's an outdoor setup.
Studio,
Yeah, like a flat, and so it seemed doable the way that it was being presented to us, but then the pricing maybe just kind of, it's a lot of money. I looked at, and basically what it
So
is
this
is,
would live in the field house, I'm guessing?
no, this would be outside.
This would be outside?
It's
So
an
if you
outside
go to
structure.
nationalfitnesscampaign.com, you'll get an idea.
I think Chelmsford's got one, I've seen it.
It's real simple, Georgetown has one.
Georgetown has one.
Yeah, and so I went by Georgetown the other night, and
Do they have just the fitness court?
just fitness court.
They don't have the studio?
They don't have the
Do
studio,
they have the shade structure?
not that I saw it,
Yeah.
no shade structure.
The one in Chelmsford looks like it's maybe 40 yards long, and
Is there like a wall that
it's
has?
a wall, and there's stuff.
Some, yeah.
Yeah, and it's what do you call it? It's interesting.
Mm.
There's all sorts of boxes and things that you can do, all sorts of exercise, and you scan
Can
like
we,
a QR.
QR code.
can we put stations around the walking trail?
Yeah, well, I think that would probably be, I think that the walking trail eventually will be, we could do stuff like that. But they do that in Marblehead, they have a walking trail out in the woods, and the Boy Scouts did, set up poles and stuff like that. So there are all these little exercise things as you go through the woods.
That was at
I think-
Danville Park when I was a kid in Danvers.
I think
Same.
that sounds like a much better way of doing this, like also fitting in more with like Newbury than this giant
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, that's it.
Like
That's
in the middle,
that-
in the
that's
middle
it,
of your
that's it.
park.
Yeah.
And then
It's-
the other side is
like
like
a
it's
studio.
just like a open space
Yeah.
where you would have like a class.
Yeah, and so,
It's not the most attractive thing from the street, the one in Chelmsford. It's like, what the hell's that?
Yeah. I
But
mean,
again, if
The-
it was built, if we decide to do a fitness area and smaller versions of that are 6 or 7.
Oh, yeah, like
You
at
can
the
also-
half, at the quarter
Models.
mile.
Yeah,
you
like
can
it's
also
like-
do that ad hoc. Like
Yeah.
you can add
Yes.
on to it.
Yeah,
So we're not
that-
hitting
so-
the budget every time.
Yeah.
These people are for
But
profit.
this was
It's
all
a for-
about getting you grants to help pay for it.
yeah, so we had this conversation, and it was like this whole thing where, you can do it, Georgetown did it, but Georgetown used, community,
CPA.
CPA funds, and we're not part of that.
No,
We
we-
probably
we're
won't be
not,
ever.
I don't think you'll ever get it.
Yeah.
See,
Really?
West Newbury just built their pickleball courts for $200,000 with CPA money.
Yeah,
It's,
Why do you think Newbury would never get that?
yes, we voted.
I just, because it costs you money when you sell your house. I mean, Middleton uses it all the time, and it's such a great idea. I think it's gone to town meeting 2 or 3 times, at least 2 since I've been here, and it gets voted down.
Hmm.
So when you sell your house, you pay like a fee into the CPA.
We should look into that. I know that, open space, I think, has something to do with that, and maybe that will be a possibility. But in
I'm
the
not
future,
even
'cause we could-
sure that's been on their agenda, but
Okay, but-
they've got a meeting coming up, they've got a public hearing too, that I can't go to, I'll be away.
when is it?
In the middle of September,
I can probably
someone should go for me.
September what? When you get a chance, just.
Yeah.
ping us.
Sadie sent out
Oh, she did, it's the 15th, I think.
something like that, yeah.
I think it's September 15th.
I think
she
that's
said.
at the COA.
We'll be taking a river cruise and a dry
I think
river
they're doing it down
in Europe.
Yeah.
Fire does
There's
it.
no water in the Danube anymore, so.
So what was the outcome of that? Like,
Well, we're gonna do a follow-up meeting
Yeah.
with this woman. I don't know how you felt. I felt like she's definitely a salesperson.
Totally salesman.
Like, you wanna sign today? It's like,
Yeah,
hold on.
She's got the pitch.
Yeah.
So where do the grants come from, like Massachusetts?
we
Well,
came up with like 60 grand or 80 grand, it was like,
through the town,
Yeah.
through insurance company through the town.
yeah, so there's different funds we could get. One would be, Blue Cross Blue Shield
Blue Cross Blue
offers
Shield.
like, what, 20 grand or something like that. And then there is an additional, amount of money you can get from the fentanyl,
The opioid settlement.
opioid settlement.
But I do think that those funds might be already allocated through the police department here.
Yeah.
So that's probably not
Yeah.
available for us.
Well, the more I'm learning about grants is matches.
Yeah,
But I think what we could do, if it was something that you were interested in, we can always look at this maybe for the walking trail or for the whatever,
Yeah.
is going to banks, local banks, and saying, this is what we want to do, because they,
I don't think that's,
Have to give
I
away.
don't think funding has been our obstacle at this point. It's getting, it's a wetland, that's with the last.
oh, with a walk, yeah, no, that's,
the walking trail or for something like this.
Walking trail.
yeah, that.
The only
I-
reason my interest would come up for this would be, it's another angle to push the walking trail.
Yeah,
Like if the walking trail was gonna cost us 20 grand, somehow Blue Cross gave us 10, and Institution for Savings gave us 5, and we fundraised 5, and we built a trail, that's great. I mean, that's,
it all sounded great. It'd be really good for you guys, because you could do classes over there and stuff like that.
Good. And then other, I'm an instructor in a class kind of a person. I'm not a scan a QR code and do the exercises myself. but maybe a lot of people are.
Yeah,
I need someone to tell me what to do and when to do it and when to stop and your
Yeah.
form is wrong or whatever, but
I think that,
You're basically on-
But that could basically be one of your classes where the instructor goes
Right.
and you guys do the circuit.
right.
yeah,
I mean, I do think it's a,
you go look at the thing in Georgetown, and.
well, like I
and-
said, I drive by the one in Chelmsford all the time, so it's
Okay.
like, I see it, I never really see it being used, but I'm going through it.
This one is being
Part of the work.
pitched, the one, because we went through this in another incarnation of the rec committee 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And it was the same thing, it was like a lot of money, and we had to come up with it.
But when I first saw it, I immediately thought California.
Muscle
like
Beach, Muscle Beach.
It's kind of like that,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I don't know as though it,
It's, did you see the Georgetown one of you?
not yet, I haven't.
Yeah,
done that.
so
What park
it's-
is it in?
It's, if you go down North Street, heading almost into town, on the left-hand side of the old, is it the Pearly Elementary School? Whatever the
Yeah,
elementary
yeah,
school.
Pearly, yeah.
The brick building, it's around back.
Oh,
And it works in,
Is
it
that the
melts
building
in,
where their COA is?
I think so, probably.
COA's in that building.
Yeah, some kind of,
It was an
elder care.
elementary school.
Early school.
It wasn't, yeah,
Yeah.
so it's in the back side of that.
They used to
Okay.
play field
And
hockey back there.
So the way they sold it is that, you know, already in Georgetown, the hockey team or the baseball team or so-and-so is already, they go over and they do the fitness stuff over it. Because, you know, I tried it and, after a couple of beers, it was a lot of fun. But,
But it's also, I mean, she's saying you can use it year round, but I don't know if I'd go near that thing.
Yeah, you couldn't.
In like January.
No.
If there's even slight,
Could you
Ice.
keep
No.
with
and there's
ice?
like, I don't know.
no,
There's
Jump up
the
on
metal
something
bars,
that's icy down,
There's
yeah.
plenty of space at that complex, I mean,
yeah,
at
It fit in
Central
nicely.
Green, yes, I mean, you could,
But I also, I mean, I think you could use the walking trail year round.
Yeah.
Just-
yeah. Turn, it's, what do you call it, turn it into cross-country skiing or whatever else.
I
but yeah.
think a wonderful thing would be to get contact information from the Georgetown people and the Chelmsford people. And contact them and find out how often it's being used.
We can talk to
Oh,
her.
yeah.
She talked about how many people are scanning the QR code, and that's how they're counting.
Ooh, now that's
Participation.
interesting, so that's real data.
But there are a lot of people too that, once they've done the circuit for a bit, they don't need to scan anymore, so the numbers are probably higher than what they're showing
it's
on
showing.
the.
I'm sure she'll say that.
election
Of
fraud.
course you will.
Yeah, no,
But
she was a good
selling it,
salesperson,
yeah,
but it.
That would be interesting,
If
just
we-
to know what's been used in a month,
If we had a ton of
just
money
for, and
Yeah.
and we're a big city, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah.
Well, I'd love to do the classes outside,
Yeah.
right, like doing our yoga class outside or whatever, but you would have to have the shade structure, and that was another.
Yeah,
so John, it all goes back to the shade.
I think
Alright,
that.
so-
The shade, but also grants. We need to
Generally,
get-
there will be follow-up with the lady. on
We're
that.
gonna do another meeting with
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
So would Kristen-
And I did ask Tracy to
Whatever,
join us,
she's
she's
like,
willing
"Well,
to
it's
join,
refund."
Okay.
to talk, in terms of the funding piece of it, but,
Um,
I don't know, I don't know as though the aesthetic of that would fit
I
in.
texted her and she was
That
like,
application.
Yeah.
like,
And-
I wanna go to the rec committee tonight.
From a rec department's
Trees.
view,
don't
I
know.
think that it would be a lot cheaper to put down
I went 4 times.
whatever kind of asphalt base or whatever, and then have a rubber surface that's somewhat flexible, that you could do programming on, that would be standalone. You know what I mean, you wanna do outside stuff, it would probably be a lot cheaper to do it that way, excuse me, than to go with this group. I don't, it's very pretty, as far as,
It's interesting,
it looks nice at 6 o'clock at night as the sun's going down, and all the bars and stuff like that, but. Anyway, that's the.
So I think that follow-up meeting is next week, so we can give you more information at the next meeting.
Yeah, it is next week, because there's no way I can do it this week.
So where did she wind up with out of pocket, like we'd have to raise?
We don't know, because we both sat through it and like, so.
So there's one price for that court, there's
Yeah.
another price for the studio,
I see,
and
I
then there was
see.
another price for shade. If you
Oh.
just want the shade over the studio, if you want the shade over the whole thing, it was, and of course, if I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, I'd want it all. I don't want, so what is that,
I think it was like, I think if you take a look at Georgetown did a breakdown of how they funded it. And I think you can go under their site and it gives a whole breakdown where they use community preservation funds and they had, bake sales, whatever,
Yeah.
to try to pay for it,
West
but I
Newbury-
think,
West Newbury, I did go down that rabbit hole, and it was 205,000 for 2 pickleball courts.
I thought it was $1.50, it was 200,000?
It was 200, and the town did the labor.
Do they have shade?
No, not that I could see. I got invited to play over there this week, but I haven't gone over there. But just, that was always to me like and I just got an email from Georgetown. Someone put up $1 million for an indoor pickleball facility.
Oh, I think it was, the owner,
If I come up with the name, I'll come up with the name, but I was like, oh, that's interesting, because that's kind of an odd request, but it was a survey, so I answered the survey, and the first thing I said is, you're approaching this wrong, because it was like you want to run it as a for-profit, and it's not for-profit, this should be looked at as a recreational facility, and it should be encouraging, because they wanted to charge like $175 a month for membership. And I was like,
That's
okay,
right.
that's not gonna fly.
Yeah.
But the other thing I said was, did you ever think of asking Newbury and Raleigh to go in? Like, I really think some of this stuff needs to be done regionally, like, you know, maybe Newbury people should be able to go to Georgetown and play on their machine, you know, it's,
I did,
yeah.
You can.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but but just as an overall approach, I think as an umbrella, what are we gonna go to town meeting and ask for money for? And
Yeah,
how
I
many
think
ti-
the
how many
point is
times
not
are
to
we
go
gonna
to
do it?
town meeting and ask for money for this, it's to do
I
the
don't
grant
plan to go to
process.
town meeting and ask for money for anything.
Yeah,
But if we do have to go, we shouldn't go every year, you know, we should go
Right.
and say, you know, we're not
This is
gonna come back,
important.
we're not gonna come back for another 5 years,
Right.
this is important.
Yeah.
And I certainly don't, I can't see us going to town meeting and asking for $200,000 for a pickleball court when you've got a pickleball court, you know.
Correct.
Yeah, that wouldn't fly. Okay, anyone else with correspondence to everything, everyone's good with everything? I did send that email to Triton Youth and Rush about not being near the fields on Friday. I did send the email to Annette about make sure the bathrooms are open until 9 o'clock. You're in charge of the whole,
Yeah,
everything.
I'll be able to.
You guys have your jobs, Mike is gonna send me that information on,
Already done.
resend. And, Cindy is, gonna set us up with the next meeting and her, location with Snacks, from what I understand.
we can.
I made the shade structure up.
I have no shade structures now.
Alright,
That's not fair. You were mad. I was very mad.
No, I knew,
I was mad.
I was disappointed that it happened that quick,
Yes.
but I also heard that there were complaints made. Why are those up there? So, you can't win.
No, you can't win.
So,
so September, date for a meeting,
the
the
first week is
first
Labor
Monday
Day.
is on Labor Day, so that doesn't work. Do we wanna do the 14th, or is that pushing it too far ahead?
I'm out from like the 5th to the 23rd, so I'm just cooked in September.
How about the 2nd, which is a Wednesday?
I'm in.
I could do second.
You wanna do the 2nd?
do a second.
Alright, Wednesday the 2nd.
That's what you guys have to listen to me. Do we want to look for another member?
Yes.
Okay.
Tom Andrews,
Hmm?
Tom Andrews. Get him to join us. That'd be good.
Have them come.
The second, he's
Well, I
also,
could definitely talk him into it. I was thinking Brad too.
oh, Brad's a good one.
Hmm.
He
We
hasn't been to
don't, we could
pickleball.
have two.
You could.
Yeah, no, and it's, I've had discussions with people over time, and it's just interesting that there's some people that I think would be natural,
I mean, Tom's over there all the time. He has a good feel for that area.
he certainly has pickleball down, yes.
Yes.
He's whatever.
But he's also done stuff inside the field house for us. Like
Yeah. Yeah,
he's not someone to come in and be like, what are you talking about?
right.
No.
John, recruitment.
Yes.
Oh, yes, before we, so we're the 2nd, and then the other thing, which was on the list, is that, Bryce is off. The assistant administrator town administrator, I think, has 2 names of Newbury residents that they're going to bring forward and maybe
Yeah,
rattle
let's do
into.
that.
Price was great.
Yeah.
Oh yes, before we close the meeting tonight, I just wanna say a big thank you to Daniel Jones for the 2 years of service.
Yes.
Yep.
He was
He's great.
amazing, just a great addition, but, you know, I didn't, so a lot of times, you know, we have a school, person, and I'm like, how's that gonna work out? He was phenomenal.
100%.
He was really
He
good.
did good.
Kind of grew into the role.
And then the other thing is, Mark Sant, for all the years that he's put into the rec department, and I hate to do this at the end of the meeting, I should have done at the beginning, of the but we have to thank him. He put his heart and his soul into this, Liz, for as long as, in whatever direction he's going, I hope that, he comes back someday. So those are 2 things. We have a closing date. We're gonna, I think everyone's good with closing the meeting at 7:33?
Sounds good.
I'll
Alright.
second that.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, done.